Hello, and welcome back to yet another episode of Literally My Life, My Guide to Girlhood. I'm so excited. I think this is our 31st episode, guys, and I'm so excited to be recording this. Now, I'm super nervous if this episode has a bad audio quality. I'm literally so sorry, hanging me out to dry. I usually wear those big bulky headphones that I wear in every episode when I record like this. But I didn't feel like doing it today because, I mean, if you guys watch the video podcast, which I don't really know if anyone does, but if you guys do, then you guys see my hair. And my hair looks good today. I didn't feel I feel like I really like my hair. I don't know what is up with it today. It's like shiny, it's glossy. I didn't want to wear the big bulky headphones. Sorry. Also, I feel like I'm talking like Italianish. I don't know. I've been watching Real Housewives of New Jersey all day. Okay, so before we get into today's episode, which I'm so excited to talk about, remember to follow at Literally My Life MGTG on Instagram and TikTok to stay updated on all things My Guide to Girlhood. And guys, I don't know if you guys know this, but I actually have a photo dump account on Instagram where I post photos of myself, and I know you guys want to see that, right? It's at Alex Elamine Archive, so follow that. Okay, great. Okay, so today, as you guys can obviously tell by the title, we're going to be talking about me returning to school in person because I almost, died my junior year and wasn't there. And now I'm completely back to normal and at school every day, right? Isn't that just so exciting? So I'm going to be talking about that transition. I'm also going to be talking about my campaign as class treasurer. So this is a special one for Whitney Young students. And we're just going to be talking about all things senior year and all of that. Although I feel like I talk so much about senior year, you're probably like, okay, we get it, we get it, we get it, we get it, we get it. Like you're a senior, like, oh my God, we get it. Like, oh my God, we get it. And I know you probably do get it, but I want to use it. I want to talk about it. I want to milk it. What's wrong with me milking it? Like so many people milk so many other things. But okay, I don't know. I'm tired. Okay, let's actually get into this. Okay. So the first thing I want to talk about is returning to school in person, like my new normal. Okay. I was so nervous about going back to school in person because sophomore year, there was a lot of drama. There was a lot of drama, actually. I don't know if it was like the way I was sophomore year. I don't know if it was the way like other people were. I don't know if it was like a bad dynamic. Hold on, I'm going to move the mic, guys. I'm going to move it over here. I don't know. But there was a lot of drama. And so going back to school senior year, especially with all the rumors that there were junior years. Oh, let me share the rumors, guys. I heard rumors that I got hit by a bus, that I was dead, that I was pregnant, I was at rehab, I was in a coma. And I actually thought that was funny. I actually found that was funny, but some things I was like, really? Um sorry, I looked at my other camera. I'm like, okay, that was really corny. But I heard literally every rumor about myself, and so I was like, senior year is gonna be some bullshit. Like I feel like walking in there, I was like so nervous. I was like, everyone's gonna be talking shit about me. It's gonna be this, that, and the third. And then I went back and I was like, wait, the social environment for me is so much easier. Like I don't know if it's like a 2 week strike because we've only been in school 2 weeks, but it was really fun. Like I've really gotten along with my peers. I've gotten to know some other people in my class. Like, when you're a senior and you meet people that you've been going to school with for 4 years and you haven't met them yet. I'm like, wait, I haven't met you yet. I've literally met 4 or 5 people that I have not met at all. I've been going to Whitney Young for 3 years and I have not met at all. And I'm like, okay. I did not know we were going to school together. So that has been extremely fun. But it's also been challenging in some other ways. And we'll get into that in a second. So the social aspect has been great. Academic aspect, even though it's Whitney Young, has been great. I'm taking easier classes this year because I didn't feel like putting myself through all that. And it's funny how I moved the mic 3 different ways and it came back to right here. That's hilarious. No, the academic aspect is not as hard as I thought it would be, guys. Okay, my sophomore year, I took all honors classes and I didn't realize what I was getting myself into. Okay. I didn't realize what I was getting myself into because I used to go to Shy Arts my freshman year, and so Shy Arts and Whitney Young's so different, especially academically, as you can probably imagine if you're from Chicago. At Shy Arts, if you took honors classes, they weren't that different from the regulars classes, and you got honors credit. It was so what? But sorry guys, it's 9 o'clock. But at Whitney Young, if you take honors classes, you got a whole new expectation for you. And I was in honors chemistry, and I used to just cry and pray, cry and pray. It was the cry and pray combo. I used to just cry and pray. I'm not even kidding. All the time. And I was like, and people in regular chemistry, they would be like living their best lives, and I would just be crying and praying. Just crying and praying, just crying and praying. It was so bad because I was literally so bad at chemistry. I'm actually so terrified of like going to college and like having to take college chemistry and physics and algebra and trig. But because I really got through it in high school, so I wonder how that's gonna go in college. I'm like so excited for that, right, guys? But no, sorry for like rambling for a little bit, but academically, it's been fine so far. Socially, it's been fine so far. I'm not going to jinx it. I think this is going to be a really good year. And I think part of that reason has been like my attempts at making amends with people. Like people I used to have like beef with, what felt like decades long beef, I've made amends with. And that's because I was like, you know what? I almost died, right? And I got a second chance at life that not a lot of people get, right? Very few people actually get a second chance to live again. And I'm like, I'm not going to spend my second chance at life holding on to grudges, even though I kind of still am, and being petty, even though I kind of still am, and, you know, just being like awful overall. So I was like, okay, I'm going to make amends with people. And I made amends with mostly everyone that I had beef with sophomore year. Either they left, they graduated, or something, or they just had like a change in heart. Like I really, it's like one person I can think of that I still have like a bit of a beef with, but it's more like one side. It's more on like her side, and I swear I could do like a whole episode on like on that girl. But anyway, no, I've been doing well. Um, the thing that's been challenging to me has been like the adjustment from being at home all day to getting up and getting there on time and stuff. I've been late to school every single day except for one day, and that was Friday. I was actually 30 minutes early to school, and that's because I woke up at 4 a.m. I have been late to school every day, and it's because solely, I promise you, it's my makeup. My makeup has been making me so late. And I don't know what I'm doing with my makeup. Like, I don't know if it looks bad or good. I've been like trying something new where after I set my face, I go in with powder foundation that's like a little bit too dark for me. And it has such a contrast with my under eye that it looks like I'm doing like sunburnt makeup. But it's like it's getting too cold in Chicago to do sunburnt makeup. Okay, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. But you guys know what I meant. But it's been such a challenge, like the shift, like getting like from the virtual classroom, because all I had to do when I was on virtual, when I was online, I would wake up in this bed right here. You guys see what I'm talking about if you're watching video. I'd wake up in this bed and I'd roll over and put on my computer. Like now that I'm back in person, I'm like, I gotta wake up, I gotta put on my outfit for the day, I gotta do my hair, I gotta do my makeup, I have to pack my bag. Some days I pack a lunch. Like I have to do a lot, and it's a lot. And then you have to go to school, you have to go all day, you have to socialize with people, you have to eat lunch. It's just an adjustment, especially seeing all my friends in person. I have to learn how to be social again. Like junior year, I would see my friends every once in a while, right? And I learned to text people, and it was great because I like loved it. Like I don't know, even though I seem like very extroverted on here, I'm like semi introverted. Like I like being alone. Like I'm really into my, can the mic stay still? I'm really into like my alone time. So learning to see my friends like every single day again, I was like, wow, I have to learn how to like actually become friends with people. But that is one of my like senior year resolutions. I want to like become friends with more people. Like I have like a list of friend crushes that I have, and I am determined on becoming close friends with each and every one of them. So if I like randomly, if like we go to school together and I like randomly start talking to you and you're like, why did you, I have like a friend crush on you, and I'm very determined this year, so might as well just give it. Um, but the shift has impacted a lot. It's impacted my school life, my mental health, my academic performance. Academically, I haven't done super well as of yet, but that's just because I've been really unorganized. But I'm not really worried about this year's academics. I'm taking some pretty easy classes. My mental health has been my mental health has been okay. Like I like to, let's not talk about it. Like let's just not even talk about it. And you know, my school life, like I said, socially I'm adjusting, academically I'm adjusting, physically I'm adjusting. It's a huge adjustment going from being in my bed all day every day to being at school all day every day. And I don't know if like any other of the seniors. Oh, look at this long. My hair's not even this long. It's disgusting. I don't know if any of the other seniors feel this way, but like Whitney Young is so boring now. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's past its like glory days. Like I think Whitney Young's glory days were like 2021 to like 23 because we're very past our glory days. I don't know. I just feel like Whitney Young's not as fun as it used to be. I used to be so excited to go to school every day. It was like, oh my God, like, yes, like today's so much fun. I love Whitney Young culture. And I'm like, we're so past those days. Like we barely have a basketball team, and that's what we're known for, basketball, right? And so I've just introduced so many problems that Whitney Young has, right, guys? And now I'm gonna talk about my solutions as senior class treasurer. Yes, you heard it here first. Although if you guys follow me on Instagram, which you guys probably do, you guys would know I'm running for senior class treasurer. Isn't that exciting? Okay, no, that's actually a really smooth transition. So let's talk about me running for senior class treasurer in the journey, okay? So you guys all know me. I'm supposed to be like, my name, no. So obviously you guys know I'm running for senior class treasurer, and I decided to run because I've always wanted to, like, since I was like a little girl, I've always planned out like my future. I'm not even kidding. And I've always wanted to run for a senior class officer position. Now, I tumbled with the idea of vice president, I tumbled with the idea of secretary, and then I decided, I was like, oh my God, being treasurer is the perfect job for me because I am so overly qualified. It's insane. One thing I really like to do, the audio is probably awful in here because I keep I'm like begging the mic. It's like so bad. Okay. One thing I really like to do is organize, budget, and finance and fundraise for events. I'm like so good at that. I have my own club that I do that for, College at Odds. I do that for literally my life. This podcast that you're listening to me on, I do it for Kids Excelling in College, the nonprofit organization where I'm the head of social media marketing for. I do it all the time. Anytime I want to do something, I want to host something, my teammates want to host something, like anytime, they're like, we want to have like a party. I'm like, I'm the person. I will budget, finance, make a spreadsheet. I'm that person. So I'm like, why would I not be senior class treasurer? Why would I not be? Especially for Whitney Young being past its glory days. Like, we may not have a basketball team anymore. Sorry about that. Not like it's my fault, right? No, we may not have a basketball team anymore. But I promise you, we will have some fun senior events. I promise you, if you have me as treasurer, of course. If you guys vote for some other people who are running, you know, might be the wrong decision. Okay, that was just like a really bad play on words. I'm really sorry. Now, I plan to bring to position financial transparency, better budgeting for senior events. I feel like our senior events are very played out. Like, I'm not saying I'm not grateful for our prom at the Drake. Like, I know many other schools would love to have their prom at such a nice and beautiful, fancy, historic Chicago hotel. But my aunt graduated from Whitney Young in 1987, and she had her prom at the Drake. So I think that speaks volumes. No, um, obviously, if I were to become class treasurer, I would plan events, such as like a senior lockdown and make it a glow in the dark theme, maybe have food trucks and a good DJ. Or for our homecoming, actually finding a good DJ and not having it be, I don't even know whose dad it is. I just heard it was somebody's dad. Like, I'm kidding. I'm not even kidding. Our homecoming DJ is somebody's dad. Um, and better plan our events. We were supposed to have a junior lockdown last year that got completely canceled because nobody is promoting this stuff. Nobody is financing for this stuff. And I host and promote a podcast that a lot of people listen to. Like, it's literally my calling in life to do this. And so I would host stuff like that. I would host like a senior proposal competition. I was also thinking, and this is like for our Chicago people, I've gone to a lot of parties at Promontory Point, and they have always been so fun. Like, I've gone to like Kenwood parties and stuff over there. Why does Whitney Young not have bonfire parties? Like, why do we not go to the Point, y'all? Like, the Point is so fun. No. But other than just hosting events, it's not all about what I want. That's, I think, what sets me apart from other candidates. It's not about what I want. It's about what you guys want. It is your voice. It is your senior year. It is not about me. It's about you guys. And that was literally my slogan, like, better events, better budget, your voice. Okay? That wasn't exactly my slogan, but you get what I meant. It's not about me, it's not about what I want. If I'm like, "Okay, guys, let's have our events at Promontory Point," and you're like, "That's a horrible fucking idea." We don't have to do it. It's not about me. It's literally not about me. Okay. It is about your voice. It's your senior year. It's about you. I sent out a Google form today just to show how much I really care as your senior class treasurer, or potential senior class treasurer. I sent out a Google form today asking for people's opinions. I sent out a survey asking if I were to become your senior class treasurer on Tuesday when voting ends, what would you like to see at Whitney Young? What would you like to see happen? What other candidate have you seen do that? I mean, come on. No, but campaigning has been extremely rewarding, although it has been extremely challenging on another hand. But it has been so rewarding because genuinely find happiness in my heart by seeing other people happy, by seeing other people's plans fulfilled, by listening to other people's ideas, by advocating for other people. That's a part of the reason why I have a podcast, to advocate the teenage angst, to advocate other people's concerns. I used to hear so many things I would hear the same story from so many people like, Alex, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? So I go on the internet, I start a podcast out of literally nothing, out of like wired headphones and my cell phone. And it's turned into this big thing that so many people listen to and so many people like. And it's just me advocating for other girls going through the same thing, right? Imagine what I could do for Whitney Young as your senior class treasurer. No. So returning to in person has obviously affected my campaign because if I was online, no one would vote for me, right? But it has also been great to be able to engage with you guys face to face, to be able to connect with you guys and to share your ideas, right? I've met with I met with actually all of our president nominees, candidates. I met with all of the vice president candidates, and I've listened to everyone. So no matter who wins, we've all talked and discussed, no matter who wins. How do I explain that? I've listened to everyone's ideas. I've listened to everyone's what they want to get across in their campaigns. So we're all on the same level. It's not like going to be a disconnected board. It's not going to be like the president and the vice president are together and the secretary and treasurer do nothing. There's this myth that the treasurer does nothing. And if I was your senior class treasurer, that would absolutely not happen. And I'm really excited. I really, really am excited. There's so much hair on me, God, and I'm over here bragging about a good hair day. No, but I really do want this. I really do want this, not for me. Like, obviously, I want it, but not necessarily to make myself feel better or to boost and be like, "Oh, my senior class treasurer," but seriously to help with Whitney Young. I've always, always complained about how our events were so poorly planned and so poorly promoted. Even before I had literally my life, I used to complain about that all the time. And it's sad. Whitney Young is the 8th best high school in America, yet we still have our homecoming in our gym. I mean, come on. I definitely need to step up as my last year here to fix that issue, to fix our events problem, to fix our budgeting problem, to make us have a more memorable and fun prom, a more memorable and fun graduation, senior lockdown, senior field day, senior movie nights, promposal contests, bonfire parties, and more stuff. Also scholarship opportunities, highlighting scholarship opportunities, college resources, because I literally run a college resources club. Like, senior Whitney Young students will get a much, much, much better experience than seniors in the past, especially since Whitney Young is like getting old. Like, it's our 50th year in business. We're past our glory date. We don't have a basketball team anymore. Like, I think we kind of need me. And I need Whitney Young, right? Now, I am also like an incredible multitasker. Not like to brag about myself. I hate bragging, but I am a really good multitasker. And I've been able to manage the responsibility of school, academics, family, friends, and class treasurer while running for treasurer. Because it's just like one of my God-given abilities. So imagine what I would do as treasurer. Okay, guys, I'm really getting tired. The promotion is killing me. No, I love it. I really do love it. And I really hope that you guys do consider me as your treasurer. I know this has been like one of my shortest episodes. It's like a 20-minute episode, but I am tired. And I hope you guys get the gist. But I'm going to also, if I can, probably not. But if you guys haven't seen my campaign video, it is on YouTube and it is on Instagram at ElmiandAlexandra13. That is at ElmiandAlexandra13. You guys can watch my campaign video and my campaign speech and see everything that is promised to you guys. Voting ends Tuesday, and I would seriously be honored to be Whitney Young's class treasurer. I've been through a lot. I've seen the other side of life, and I know how to make what matters matter. And at the end of your life, when you go through stuff, you see what really matters, and money, all that stuff, it matters, but what matters the most is experiences, and you never get that back. You never get to do your senior year again, so why not make it memorable? How do you make it memorable? By voting for a good senior class officer staff. And who's part of that? Me, as a good treasurer. Okay, guys, I really do love you guys so much. Thank you guys for listening to a 20-minute episode about 20-minute mini-sode. This is probably a mini-sode, right? Thank you guys, and I'll talk about election results, and we'll have like an actual episode next week. Glitch. Thank you for listening to my mini-sode. I hope you guys vote for me for class treasurer. It would truly be my honor to represent Whitney Young. Whitney Young has been such an amazing experience for me, seriously. I was my freshman class advisor at Shy Arts, and doing that was amazing. Like, I literally got to implement gender-neutral bathrooms. I made sanitary products free. I planned and budgeted our senior formal. Not spring formal, not senior formal. I did a lot at Charlotte, so imagine what I could do at Whitney Young, which has a much better budget and many more fundraisers and sponsors. Okay, seriously, I'm sorry for all the advocating. I feel like a Trump, although I'm much better. Okay, love you guys so much. I'll see you guys next week on At Living My Life, My Guide to Girlhood. Remember to vote for me. Voting ends Tuesday, and if you don't go to Whitney Young and you're like some random ass person, I hope I even convinced you. Love you guys. See you guys soon.